Hello, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank you for coming by to watch this video. So I just watched the Supergirl trailer, and this movie is set in the same universe as James Gunn's Superman, which was portrayed by David Cornsweet. I know I've been critical on James Gunn's DCU, but again, this Supergirl movie is not directed by James Gunn. And upon watching the trailer, I have to say that I like what I have seen so far. I would say that it's Millie Alcock's performance in the song Call Me by Blondie that really gave this trailer a lot of oomph and energy. That song Blondie is like a cheat code. I know it's from the 80s. It came out the decade before I was born. I was born in 1994, but yet and still I would hear it in a lot of movies and TV shows growing up. And the song is very high energy, gives a lot of vigor to whatever it tends to be featured in, and this Supergirl trailer was no exception. I will say that this version of Supergirl is based on The Woman of Tomorrow, which I have not read, but I have heard that this is a darker version of Supergirl. And after watching this trailer, I think that I will read Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, and give it a side by side review. Normally, Supergirl is a hopeful and optimistic character, but this version of the character, as shown in this trailer, is more dour, saturnine, and down in life. And one of the first things we see in this trailer is Crypto peeing on a newspaper that features Superman and Supergirl complimenting Crypto that he got most of the pee on the newspaper this time, which made me chuckle. I'm not gonna lie. I found that kind of funny. And Millie Alcock's delivery of the line really added to it. As I said before, I feel like that her delivery and Millie Alcock's performance really gave a lot of oomph to this trailer. In another scene, we see Supergirl drinking in the bar, declaring that the upcoming year is plans on making the best ever and saying that it's a really low bar. I feel like that the true iconic version of Supergirl would try to find the best in any given year. And also later in the trailer, Supergirl was asked about Krypton and she was saying how it didn't die in a day and the gods aren't that kind. And I'm pretty sure, according to the comic canon of Superman, Krypton did explode all at once. Yeah, pretty much when the death started of the world started to happen, it exploded, pretty much quickly. I am sure that it was not a slow and gradual death as Supergirl seems to imply in this trailer. Another thing is that a little girl asked Supergirl what her cousin is like. If Supergirl replies by saying that her cousin sees the best in people and that Supergirl sees the truth, which would imply, a more negative perspective of people. And again, I feel like that this contradicts the iconic nature of the Supergirl character. I feel like that she, like her cousin, would see the best and the truth in people because Superman, he's aware that Lex Luthor is a bad person, yet he hasn't given up on the idea that Lex Luthor can be good. And I feel like that Supergirl would be the same way. Supergirl, in her iconic state, is not a cynical, dour, saturnine character. She is hopeful and optimistic, just like her cousin Superman. She is more innocent where Supergirl is more innocent where Superman is more knightly and, brave and valorous. All in all, though, I think the trailer looks pretty good. I like Millie Alcock's acting. I like the song by Blondie. I thought the action scenes looked kind of good, so I'll have to see more, but I would say this little preview so far was pretty good. That being said, I still don't feel like this movie is going to do well financially because the Supergirl movie before this, that featured Helen Slater back in the 1980s, did really bad. And again, given how these past few Superman movies have performed, I don't think Supergirl stands much of a chance financially. But who knows? Time is going to tell. And I'm going to wait until more trailers come out to see if I will actually go to the movies to see this. That is all for now. Thank you all for watching. Much appreciated.